Ever watched the Ghanaian movie and thought, wait, haven't I seen this before? From ghost moms turning into snakes, family members taking people to the voodoo or juju man to get something against them, to pastors casting out spirits and having showdowns with demons like they are superheroes with some supernatural powers battling the demons and devils. Ghanaian cinema is full of wild and unforgettable moments. But these aren't just random plot twists, they are part of something much bigger. Today we are going to break down the tropes, the storytelling patterns that define the Ghanaian film industry. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Prime. On this channel we explore African culture and in this case African storytelling. Today our case study is the Ghanaian movie industry, which is popularly known as Nollywood. But there's a much renowned subsection of them that has survived for a very long time called the Kumawood, simply because they make their movies a lot in Ghanaian language, especially the Chi and Fanti, and they are based in Kumasi. So let's decode the most typical Ghanaian movie tropes, where they come from and what they mean and why they keep coming back. Tropes are like the DNA of storytelling. They help audiences know what to expect and allow filmmakers to reflect societal values and beliefs so that their movies become relatable to their audiences. In Ghanaian films, these tropes aren't just about drama. They echo the spiritual beliefs, colonial history, urban struggles, and family life. They blend African histories, African tradition with global influences like that of the Nollywood and even Bollywood. Understanding them help you appreciate Ghanaian movies better, the creativity and limitation of our local cinema. Let's break down the biggest tropes you will find in Ghanaian movies. 1. Spiritual and supernatural showdowns. Expect ghosts, curses, animals possessed by loved ones, and supernatural elements like demons is quite normal in the Ghanaians and especially for the Kumawood people. The supernatural isn't just for horror, it's about justice, protection, and especially when they are trying to use the element of our ancestors, which we believe spiritually they can affect things in our lives, like granting people protection. 2. Tradition versus modernity. From colonial era conflicts to supernatural to spiritual battles between Christian and indigenous beliefs, this trope reflects the ongoing cultural tension and the transition that Ghana has been in a while, trying to cut off most of their traditions because of beliefs that their traditional beliefs are seriously tied with Ghanism, idolism, or what the white man calls the traditional religion, whatever that is. So most of them are trying to cut it out and replace it with Christian European values, which I don't support because we are not Europeans. But that's what is going on. So most story writers try to balance the scales and trying to give us perspectives of these people who are trying to cut out our tradition and replace it with something European, something foreign. Even though culture is dynamic, there's still this issue to be dealt with. And in movies, writers, producers, and directors try to put their audiences in these perspectives so that people can see what's going on and how the end could pan out for us if we all go out of our traditions and go into this so-called modern European Christian culture that most people are adapting. Number 3, morality and Christian overtones. Many films present Christianity as the ultimate truth, often clashing with traditional religion or evil forces. As I said earlier in the video, all religions that were in Ghana before our colonial era are classified as traditional religions, even in the academic field of Ghana. So from paganism, idol worship, ancestral worship, all of them are encompassed and labeled as traditional religion. So many films present Christianity as the good and every other thing as the bad, and there's always a showdown between them. Just like in superhero movies, you have your villains, and in our movies, the villains are always those who subscribe to the traditional religions, and the heroes are the pastors, the deaconesses, of Christianity, who always have their showdown, which usually marks the ending of the movie. This has a seriously deep underlying issue about how Ghanaians are assimilating foreign culture together with the foreign religion of Christianity. You may be a Christian, that does not mean all our traditions are of the devil. This is a very deep topic that cannot just be oversimplified. So most movie makers try to address it, and some just project one as bad and the other is good. So you're going to see a lot of it in Ghanaian movies, just like you see them in the Nollywood movies and most of the Western and Eastern and Central African movie industries. Number 4, crime and corruption. Urban thrillers mirror real life frustrations with Ghanaian justice system, politics, and giving us a flawed heroes and crooked villains. This time, the Ghanaian movie makers try to address our obvious problem of deep corruption in our society, being that corruption is the only working system that you can depend on Ghana to provide you with results 100%, which is not ideal for a nation developing. So most filmmakers try to address the injustice in our judicial system, our policing, and all the things that goes on in our political structure, media space, and try to address them through their movies. 5. Melodrama and family feuds. Influenced by Hollywood movies, family drama is central. The acting may be over the top, but so are the emotions. Some of the Ghanaian classic drama series and melodramas like Taxi,
Accra needs my services.
Things We Do for Love,
Beauty Around, and I also think you're a future musician. Where was wrong?
She is not interested. Now, what is your mission?
Aluta, sir. I came to see Aluta.
You came to see who?
Wisdom. I came to see Wisdom, sir.
Save your soul. Now you can go in peace. He's in there.
and many more are huge examples of this, and these were some of the most successful ones of them all that are still in the memory of multiple generations of Ghanaians. Number 6, comedic disruptions. Characters like Prof provide comic relief even in serious moments. It is entertaining, but it can also kill the mood because Ghanaian comedy is a different variant of comedy where insults play a major role. Many people may not like it, but a lot of people really love it. And the Ghanaian comic scene, standing comedy scene, is also growing. So we see an evolution on that genre, which is all the better for us, the audience, because we'll be seeing different generation of comedians and comics. Number 7, DIY. Its aesthetics and low budget vibes. Yes, the props can be very bad when you're watching Ghanaian movies, but the home video feel is part of the charm. And some recent films are trying to level up to the quality of production of the Hollywood, Bollywood, and even the Asian film industries. But there's still a long way to go. Number 8, patriotism and cultural messages. Most of the tropes I've talked about since this video began are all based on cultural elements, like from religion to traditions. These films often end with messages about resisting Western influence or honoring Ghanaian heritage, sometimes heavy-handed but heartfelt, and there are a lot of classics in this genre alone. So the next time you watch a Ghanaian film, look beyond the drama. You are seeing a cultural archive packed with folklore, faith, frustration, and pride. Sure, they are not perfect. The production most of the time are very terrible, from the writing to the direction to the execution of it all, because at times scenes drag on too long. But they are uniquely Ghanaian, and that's what makes them exciting. If you found this breakdown insightful, hit the like button, share with your film loving friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into African storytelling. What is your favorite Ghanaian movie trope? Drop it in a comment. I'd love to hear your take. See you later.